part 2, butchering up your pig. So we've got all the skin off. You're going to have some hair on that. We'll take that off later. So now we're going to work on gutting it. So you kind of want to trim up here around the tail. The tail's jointed. So if you can find between the joints, can't find it, then try again. There you go. And then you're following the tail up there. We're going to do what's called coring the anus, where you're shoving a knife down in here and you're separating the intestine and the rectum. There's muscles that hold it in there inside that cavity. And so we're cutting that all away. And it may take a couple tries to get it, because you don't know if you got it until you go to pull it from the other side. So, let's see. Also, we've got the wee here, because this is a male. So we'll go ahead and just tie that off, just so he doesn't accidentally urinate on your meat. If he does, it's not the end of the world. Just take and rinse your meat. It's pork. So pork is washable, just like chicken. Okay, so try not to cut the wee line, because there will be probably a little bit of urine in there. So you're still just trying to make a way here to get in here. There we go. So then you can also take, there's the intestine, and go ahead and tie this off so he doesn't accidentally poop on your meat, which is also not good, but if it happens, then that's the meat off. Tie that good. And you're ready now to go to the front. Everything off the back. Now this knife has a gutting hook on it, which I recommend you use. You can go ahead and give a slice here just to break the tension on the carcass. Be careful when you cut through this meat here, because that's all that's between you and the gut, and then turn this around on the gut hook side. You don't have to have a gut hook, it's just easier not to perforate the intestine. Again, if you perforate the intestine, don't completely freak out. You'll have to rinse everything is all. You're trying not to, obviously. Okay, this is internal fat here in the pig, so we're not going to waste that. Pull that away. Be really careful not to grab the intestines when you're doing that. Here's the bladder, okay? That has urine in it. Try not to perforate that. You can take and, just for double safety, you can tie off the bladder. Just so there's no accidents. This is when you find out if your coring worked or not. Give it a little tug. If it doesn't, on a young animal, be careful not to tug too hard, because the intestine is really tender. If it doesn't come, then go back and core again. And try it again. There's lots of little muscles in there trying to hang on. There we go. I think that'll help it. There we go. Now you got your wee coming through that hole back here. And so all that's away. And so I'm going to divide this and let gravity help you. On larger animals, you have to use your knife to get because it's stuck to the back, to get all the gut away. Just a little nick here and there to encourage it to come. There's your stomach is down in the rib cage there because of the gravity. So be aware of that because this gravity is now helping you, but it's also hurting because it can pull away before you have the stomach loose and tear the stomach off, and then you can have bile. Again, if it happens, and rinse the carcass. Okay, so the liver is kind of attached to all that. There we go. That's the gut away. These are the kidneys hiding here in the fat. So cut those away. Those are stuck to the back and amongst the fat. Fat we want, kidneys we may not. So then, this is a piece of the liver. Apparently the liver ripped. So, this is your liver. If you eat liver, or even if you want to just give it to your dog, you have to handle it the same. This is the gallbladder here. You want to keep that away from your carcass in case you accidentally perforate it. No animal or human wants to eat that with the bile on there because it gives a bitter flavor. So you just cut it away. Put it in the offal. Soak your liver in some water if you're going to consume it yourself. So then this is the interior fat. This is the best fat for rendering for lard. Highest quality. See how it's almost melting in my hand as it is? And we're pulling that away. You're not going to get all of it, but you're just trying to do the best you can to salvage most of it. On a kuni cloth, you're going to have a lot of fat inside and out without even trying because it's a lard pig. Cut the head off. So that's the pig mostly gutted. Down here, this is the diaphragm. On this side is the stomach and intestines. On this side is the lung and the heart. And that's the same on every mammal. Just reaching down inside the rib cage and pulling free the heart and the lung. The lungs aren't good for anything really. It's offal. Even the dog won't eat it. But there's your heart right next to the lung. If you like organ meats or if you want to feed it to your dog, that's his take. Just cut it away from the lung. Okay. Time for that? 1 minute and a half. Okay, so now we're going to try to cut off the head. Cutting through all this layers of fat on the pig. And down deep in there is the spinal cord in the back of the neck You want to sever it. It's easiest to sever it right where the head and the spine meet. So basically it's the muscle and the fat that's holding it on and preventing you from getting it once you get in that right groove. So then once you got that away, you just want to give it a twist, and we're not going to make it in time on the video, but